Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details. Let's start with our first reviewer's experience.
This reviewer initially set up a dual monitor workspace with this 27-inch model and wanted to address a concern they saw in other comments about its resolution. Our reviewer can confirm that this monitor is indeed a true 4K screen, capable of a 3840x2160 resolution at a 60 Hz refresh rate. This client discovered a likely reason for the confusion. When first connected using older HDMI cables from a previous setup, the system incorrectly identified the native resolution as 1080p. However, upon switching to DisplayPort cables, the monitors were immediately recognized at their full 4K capability. They suggest that anyone facing similar issues should try using newer, high-quality cables and avoid using adapters, as older connection standards may not support the necessary bandwidth for the higher resolution. It's a simple fix that makes all the difference in unlocking the screen's true potential. Beyond the technical specifications, the visual quality left a very positive impression. The image is sharp, the colors appear vibrant, and both units arrived without any dead or stuck pixels. While not a professional display analyst, this user found them to be perfectly good monitors for office work, offering fantastic performance that stands up well against more expensive, big-name alternatives. This positive experience was consistent with a previous purchase of a smaller model from the same company. Long after the initial purchase, our reviewer reports that the monitors have been completely reliable, with not a single issue to speak of. In fact, their satisfaction led them to consider buying a third one for an even more expansive setup. They also appreciate practical features like the VESA mounting holes, which allowed for a clean installation on a dual monitor desk arm.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer was on the hunt for an affordable 4K display to serve as a secondary screen, mainly for extra browser windows and media consumption. After looking at several options, they found this monitor, which offered a surprising number of features like HDR and adaptive sync for a much lower cost than its competitors, prompting them to give it a try. Upon setting it up, this client confirmed it delivered on its core promises. The installation was incredibly straightforward, with the stand easily clicking into place. For its intended purpose, the display worked perfectly, providing a crisp 4K picture that was great for watching videos and multitasking. Our reviewer did note, however, that the included stand was quite basic, offering only tilt adjustment with no way to change the height. This was a minor inconvenience that they easily solved with a stack of books, but a custom mount would also be a good solution for others. Unfortunately, a major flaw became apparent after some use. When the connected computer goes to sleep, the monitor's idle LED begins to flash. This is not a subtle light. It is an intensely bright, pure white beacon that is impossible to disable in the settings. The reviewer found that even attempting to cover it with tape was useless, as the light simply blades through every opening and vent on the unit's casing. The flashing is so distracting that it severely impacts sleep quality if the monitor is in the same room, forcing our reviewer to remember to manually power it off every single night. This one oversight turns an otherwise excellent value into a potentially frustrating experience.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer picked up this monitor not primarily for gaming, since they already have a dedicated gaming screen with G-Sync. It's worth mentioning right away that even though it's advertised as FreeSync compatible, our reviewer discovered it doesn't quite work that way since it lacks a DisplayPort. So, potential buyers should keep that in mind. However, this client is using this monitor successfully as a secondary display for their gaming PC and as the main screen for their home server. They're using an HDMI switch to manage the different inputs without issue. This monitor replaced an older 24-inch model that was giving them a lot of headaches, despite being similarly priced when purchased. While the colors on this one might be a tad muted for some, the overall performance is a definite step up. Blacks and other dark colors look significantly better, and the higher pixel density makes a huge difference in clarity compared to the old 24-inch screen. A bonus is that this monitor goes up to 100 Hz, which is a welcome improvement. All in all, this client highly recommends this monitor, especially if you're looking for a reliable second screen or an affordable option for casual gaming.
And that's it. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.